This is day one. And in this series, I'm going to build a SaaS company that's going to make $1,000 monthly. $1,000, you might say, that's not fancy. It's not impressive. It's not glorious. But I do want it to be authentic. So to keep things clear, I've already been doing this for months now. I didn't know I would start this YouTube channel or anything, but I thought to myself, I should start you guys off from scratch because I believe that there's truly a lot of value that's in these beginning stages, and that's where a lot of people really don't know where to start. Go. In this video, what we're going to be learning is incorporating, making a company, and making a bank account for that company. So these two things are literally the most important things you need for any company, any startup. So this will be a 4-video series. So this video today, and I'm hoping for 3 more until you guys catch up to my current progress, which is I'm currently building and shipping software. Over the next few videos, what we'll do is we're going to cover the infrastructure of a company to be professional and stay professional. Then I'm going to cover registering for a lot of miscellaneous things, such as like DUNS, like Stripe, all of these, because it will be things you need for a SaaS business. And I don't want to get too much into it right now, but like these things, they look really complicated, but if you have the good basic setup, you should be able to do it no problem. Then lastly, I'm going to cover some tips for building, shipping, and refactoring product. Cool? Which that last video is going to be like an ongoing video, right? Then at that point, you guys are going to be with me alongside my journey. So after the series is done, basically, I'm going to kind of see what I'm going to do next. Either I'm going to continue working on product that I already have right now and show you guys how I'm working on it. Either I can create something new. We'll see kind of what we do. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but I just want this to be the most authentic, raw footage so you guys can benefit from this, and at the same time to show you guys that it's possible. No matter what I do, I'll always be building online on X. So follow the X account right here. It should be the El Subki on X, and join the Discord down below where you can meet other entrepreneurs with various skill levels, software, marketing. I want all types of people to be down in the Discord below so people can connect, and there's different types of entrepreneurs, different minds, so we can all exchange ideas. You can literally find your co-founder in that. Yeah, so let's start with the video. I'm gonna hop on the PC right now and show you guys how to start with getting incorporated. All right, stop. Before we hop in the PC, I have to talk about a few prerequisites. They're not hard prerequisites. So there's 5 prerequisites you need. The first one is not really a prerequisite, but it's more of advice. I was talking to somebody who owns a business. He owns a company, and he gave me a piece of advice that has truly never left me. And it was incorporate, then you'll think about how to monetize your company, right? So for a lot of you guys today, you might be thinking, oh man, I'm just gonna watch this as some sort of motivation, or like just to have fun while I'm eating or whatnot. No, I want you guys to really watch this and take action and really start your company today, because a lot of us are stuck in that cycle of being lazy. Oh, I have so much stuff to do. I have school, I have work, I have kids, I have blah blah blah. The best thing you can do is start a company, even if you're not going to work it for months. And I started my company, I didn't work it for months, right? Having a company, you're going to be thinking like subconsciously, how can I monetize it? How can I make money through it, right? Number 2, you need to have skill in what you're starting. You don't need to know everything, but you just can't be completely clueless, right? There's a real fine balance between it. I just want to shoot my shot and go for it and make a company, and being in that constant cycle of like, I don't know enough, I'm gonna keep learning, because like I said, on this side, learning will never end. There will always be more knowledge you can learn. So prerequisite number 3, you need to be the age of majority where you live, which in most cases is going to be 18 years old, right? This is going to be sad for people who are in high school, right? Because there's so much people who have so much talent and can make genuinely great product, right? And they're in high school, and they have more knowledge than these bums that are like 22-year-old. Some people that are like 20 years old, they're just brainless, bro. They go to uni, they have so much knowledge from uni, but they just don't do anything. Some of these guys, like, they're 15, 16, 17, they're in high school and they want to start a business, right? What I recommend for you is to use that time, right? These like 2-3 years that you have to really refine your craft and learn new skills in the field that you want to start a business in. But if you're really sure of yourself and that you have enough skill to start and you're confident in yourself, you should find someone to incorporate for you, right? For example, in Canada here, your parents could start the company and be the directors of it, and they can give you shares from the company. You can't actually make decisions yet. Then as soon as you turn 18, you can become a director in your own company, right? And through that whole thing, your parents would just be there like as a legal name, right? But you would be doing everything behind the scenes. If you guys are sure of yourself, look into it. You have ChatGPT, you have all these tools nowadays, bro. Start looking into it and really start that business, right? All right, so the fourth prerequisite is to have a certain starting amount of money or income before starting your company, right? So in Canada here, I would recommend about $1,000. Why? Even though in Canada it costs like as low as $200 to start a business, so it's really not that expensive. But um, but what I recommend is to have a little bit more money so you can really like push start, like you can really kickstart the business and give it a good influx of cash so you can actually start working it, right? So that's why I recommend around 1,000 in Canada. You would have like the 200 for incorporating for 200, then you would have like another 100 miscellaneous. I'll talk about the infrastructure, everything like that. Then you would put like $500 in the company, right? So that's around $800, not even 1,000, right? So there's one thing I want to talk about. I will see the brokest people, the most poorest people ever, right? Like some of my poorest friends, when it's time to go out to eat, they always got money. They're always spawning money, right? So really think about how many things that you're spending money on, right? That are not necessarily as useful. How many times are you eating out, especially eating out, man? I don't know your situation, right? But 99% of the cases, right? I know that yes, you watching this video, you can find the money. This is the pinnacle of self-improvement, right? So don't lie to yourself and do your best. Last but not least, for the prerequisites, number 5, you need to understand the goal. It's not to build product, it's to ship product. Why? Because your goal is to make money. You will not make money without having a product. It needs to be out there in public for you to be able to sell it. So when you're the founder of a company, the main engineer, the one building the product, you're in charge of marketing, you're in charge of design, you're in charge of all these different aspects of a company. It gets really easy to get tunnel vision and to never actually be able to finish a product. And then you can get these sort of feelings like, whenever I work on something, I'm not able to do it. How are other people able to do it and I'm not, right? It's not true. It's just that you have to be okay with shipping like straight mid product, right? It doesn't matter if it's mid, you're gonna learn from it, you're gonna grow from it, right? All right, with all that being said, I think we got most of it out the way. I'm gonna hop in the browser right now and I'm gonna show you guys the process for signing up for a business in Canada. All right, guys, so we're on the computer now. You can just look up registering a business Canada and then you just press on the first link. So here you'll see registering your business with the government. And in Canada, there's a few types of businesses. Doesn't really matter. The one we want is corporation. So you just open this link up. And we want to register it federally, right? Because we want to be recognized like across all of Canada. And the fee, like the difference in price is like literally non-existent. When you go to this page right here, I always recommend just signing with your bank. So easy. And it'll be like literally the same sign-in that you do your taxes with and everything. Very, very light. Cool. So I just logged in right now and I'm on the page. So it just gives you like the basics of it. Basically, there's two things. You can optionally get a name here in Canada, and the name you get it through something called Nuance. And it costs about $14. I think it shows it here, $14 online. If you choose not to pay the $14, you're gonna have like a string of numbers like that with Canada Inc., which I recommend just investing a little bit more and getting that name. It's just more professional. Really, all you have to do as soon as you're signed in, follow the steps to the T. They're going to tell you to print some documents. Make sure to actually print these documents, or at the very, very minimum, save them so then you can print them later, because you have to sign it by hand. You pay the $200. You can choose to either skip getting a name or you get a name as well. When you're done, the request will be sent, and it takes usually like 3 business days. It takes for them to answer you back. So this is the additional fees that you have to pay per province. Anyways, when you're going through it, it'll tell you how much extra you have to pay. I want to show you guys the bank that I use, which is BMO. With this plan, you get 3 free e-transfers, and it's literally $0. Other ones like RBC, I think it's $6 a month, but you get like 5 or 10, like 7, something like that, e-transfers. So it's all just about the amount of e-transfers. When you're registering your business, make sure that you get a card, like an actual debit card, like that has MasterCard or Visa, so you can pay online. The reason why I chose BMO is because it's $0 monthly. I don't care about like e-transfers or anything. I barely do e-transfers, and if I do need e-transfers, I have 3 for free, which is plenty for me. And if I ever need to, I'll just upgrade, right? I'll go to either another bank or depending on my needs. But for now, like I said, keep it to a minimum. I like to keep it like this. So shout out to BMO, not sponsored, but this is the one I'm using. I'm also going to show you guys some examples of like articles of incorporation. When you get accepted after 3 days, they send you an email with all of your info for your company, right? All these papers, as soon as you get accepted and you get these papers, make sure to save them, print them. Then what you're going to do, you're going to go online and look for banks that do business banking. And then when you find one that fits all your needs, call them, tell them you want to make a business bank account. And then with all the papers that you just got, which is going to be like these papers, all of these, you're going to print them up, take them with you, bring piece of ID, and then go in person. And they should just be able to open you the bank account right away. And in a lot of cases, they'll even give you the card right away. So you can actually start making transactions right away, right? So that's kind of it for Canada and incorporating and making a bank account. Most important thing, do not overcomplicate it and don't be overly scared, right? You might be very scared to take the next step and be like, oh, I don't want to put myself in so much liability. It's way easier than it seems, dude. Chillax, take a chill pill and just go through with it. Cool. We'll get back now to the camera and we're going to continue the video. Now I'm going to quickly touch up on the company logistics, which is, like I said, applies to the whole, like everywhere in the world. It's just standardized how company works, right? So you have to understand, you are not your business. You're like two different people, two different entities now. Cool. So what does this mean? Now the company's money is no longer your money. Even though technically you own 100% of your company. So technically everything in it is yours, right? And you're the one who literally built this, right? It doesn't matter. In front of the government doesn't care. You and your company are not the same people no more. So I want you to take yourself serious because now you are the majority shareholder in a company, right? So although you're different people, because you own a majority of shares, you get to make the decisions on what that company can do with its assets, right? With its money, with anything it owns. You can decide to sell, you can decide to buy stuff, you can sign up the company for anything because you are the majority shareholder, but you are not the company, right? So like I said, it's your kid, right? You can do it, like, you can sign up your kid for like a bank or something, right? But you are not your kid. In front of the government, you're different, right? Which is why you have to record everything. You have to record everything, right? Any transactions you make on the bank account of the company, you have to record it because, number one, for future shareholders, you don't know in the future, you need to keep track of everything you bought and sold. So you have to keep track of your company's assets, and also for legal reasons and for tax reasons, right? So then you can file your taxes later. Let me give you guys an example, right? Let's say I go to the store and I'm mad thirsty. I want to buy this Fresca. It only has water in it right now, but I want to buy this Fresca, right? Does this Fresca benefit the company? Obviously, it does not benefit the company. The well-being of a shareholder or a director is not a business expense, right? So this Fresca might be mad good because it's gonna hydrate the guy who's making all the software. It's not a business expense. Now, what are some examples of business expenses? You have server costs. If you have any design software that you use a lot, like Canva, that's a business expense. Let's say you're using Cursor or Claude Code, that's a business expense. Because these expenses directly benefit the company and help it make more money by helping it ship product, right? Which again, we talked about what the goal was, shipping product. If you guys like this video, join the Discord down below that I'm gonna have, because I really think we can provide each other a lot of value, right? If you learn anything, I really highly recommend you take everything you learned in the video today and actually apply it, right? This video should serve to really change your life, to really kickstart your life, right? And if you have any questions, put them down in the description below. If you have any legal questions, ask ChatGPT, look it up online. All the information is out there for you, right? You don't need to talk to lawyers all the time. You don't need to overstress it, right? It's simple, it's easy, it's doable. And I'll see you guys. Catch you guys.